If you are an American man over 40 and you feel like a different person than you did at 30, less energy, less drive, more body fat around your middle, less muscle no matter how much you work out, a mood that sits lower than it used to, a libido that has quietly disappeared, I need you to understand something that most American doctors spend less than 4 minutes discussing with their male patients. Your testosterone has been declining since you were 30 years old. By the time you are 40, it has dropped 10 to 15%. By 50, up to 30%. And the rate of decline in American men is accelerating not because of aging alone, but because of specific, measurable, fixable factors in the American environment and lifestyle that are actively suppressing male hormones at a rate never seen in previous generations. Stay until Chapter 5, because that chapter covers the exact protocol American men who have naturally restored their testosterone levels are using, without injections, without prescriptions, without anything your doctor would not approve of. Let's start. This is not just you getting older. This is a generational shift. American men today have significantly lower testosterone than men of the same age in 1980 and 1990. The Massachusetts Male Aging Study data confirms this isn't just individual aging, but a profound population-level decline. A 40-year-old man today possesses measurably less testosterone than a 40-year-old man of a generation ago. This shift is happening faster in America than almost anywhere else, driven by a confluence of modern environmental and lifestyle factors actively suppressing male hormones. The question is not whether your testosterone has declined. It has. The question is what you are going to do about it. So, why is this crisis accelerating now? It's a perfect storm. Endocrine disruptors in plastics, like BPA and phthalates, are pervasive, mimicking estrogen in our bodies. Chronic stress and the resulting cortisol dominance suppress testosterone production. We are in a sleep deprivation epidemic, robbing our bodies of crucial hormone synthesis time. Our processed food diets, laden with seed oils, and sedentary lifestyles further compound the problem. Furthermore, many American doctors underdiagnose low testosterone because reference ranges are based on population averages that already include millions of men with declining levels, creating a moving target that masks the true issue. This is not just you getting older. This is a generational shift. And it is happening faster in America than almost anywhere else. The question is not whether your testosterone has declined. It has. The question is what you are going to do about it. Chapter 2 covers the full symptom picture, including the ones most American men are experiencing right now and writing off as just getting older. Every single item on that list is frequently dismissed in the American medical system as a normal consequence of aging. Most of it is not. Most of it is a hormone signal, a measurable, testable, addressable physiological reality. Let's look at the symptoms American men often ignore. You might notice reduced muscle mass and strength, replaced by increased body fat, especially around your abdomen. Persistent fatigue and low energy become your new normal. Reduced bone density, low libido, erectile dysfunction, and even the disappearance of morning erections are all common. Psychologically, you might feel depression, low mood, reduced motivation, brain fog, and an irritability you didn't have before. Even metabolic issues like insulin resistance and poor sleep quality can be linked. The men who accept these changes as inevitable are the ones who never check. But these are not just signs of getting older, they are potent signals of a deeper hormonal imbalance. Low testosterone affects an estimated 38% of American men over 45, yet fewer than 12% are ever tested or treated. This represents millions of men suffering needlessly. The psychological toll is significant too: a loss of competitive drive, chronic low mood, and an overall diminished sense of self. These are not character flaws, they are the physiological realities of suppressed testosterone signaling, profoundly impacting your quality of life. Understanding these symptoms is the first step towards reclaiming your vitality. Chapter 3 covers what is actually causing testosterone to drop beyond normal aging, because several of these causes are in your daily life right now and are completely fixable. Let's break down the 5 primary suppressors of male testosterone. Suppressor number 1, chronic cortisol. Cortisol and testosterone share a precursor hormone, meaning when cortisol is chronically elevated due to stress, testosterone production is suppressed. American chronic stress is arguably the single largest driver of this imbalance. Suppressor 2, sleep deprivation. A staggering 70% of daily testosterone is produced during sleep, specifically the deep sleep stages. Consistently sleeping under 7 hours can drop testosterone by up to 15% per night. This is a foundational issue. Suppressor number 3, endocrine disruptors. Chemicals like BPA and phthalates in plastics, parabens in personal care products, and pesticide residues in our food supply all mimic estrogen and actively suppress your body's natural testosterone signaling. Suppressor number 4, excess body fat. Adipose tissue, particularly the fat around your middle, contains an enzyme called aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. This creates a vicious cycle. More belly fat leads to lower testosterone, which makes it harder to lose belly fat. Finally, suppressor 5, nutritional deficiencies. Essential micronutrients like zinc, vitamin D, and magnesium, alongside adequate dietary fat, are direct precursors to testosterone synthesis. Without them, your body simply lacks the raw materials. The most powerful thing an American man over 40 can do for his testosterone tonight costs nothing. It is sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours. Non-negotiable. Men who sleep less than 5 hours per night have testosterone levels equivalent to men 10 to 15 years older. This statistic alone underscores the criticality of sleep. Everything else in your testosterone restoration journey builds on that foundation. Without adequate, quality sleep, nothing else fully works. Addressing your sleep hygiene, creating a dark, cool environment, and prioritizing rest is not a luxury, it's a fundamental requirement for optimal hormonal health and overall vitality. Chapter 4 covers the testing, what to ask your doctor for, what the numbers actually mean, and why a single testosterone reading tells you far less than most men realize. If your doctor only checks total testosterone and tells you it is normal, ask for free testosterone and SHBG. The full picture is in the complete panel, never in a single number. Many primary care physicians are not equipped to interpret the nuances of male hormonal health beyond basic screenings. A complete male hormone panel is essential, moving beyond just total testosterone to understand what is truly available to your body and where any potential issues might originate. A complete panel includes total testosterone, which is the basic number, but also crucially, free testosterone. This is what's actually available to your cells and often more important than total. You need to check SHBG, or sex hormone binding globulin, which binds to testosterone and makes it unavailable. Elevated SHBG can lead to low free testosterone even with normal total levels. LH and FSH, pituitary signals from the brain, reveal whether the problem lies in your brain's signaling or in the testes themselves. Estradiol, the estrogen level in men, is often elevated in men with excess fat. Prolactin, when elevated, can suppress testosterone. Finally, DHEAS, an adrenal hormone precursor, provides further insight. Always test in the morning, between 7 to 10 a.m., as testosterone peaks during this window. Understanding what your numbers mean is critical, distinguishing between optimal, low normal, and clinically low ranges. Many doctors will say normal if you're within the population average, even if you're symptomatic and at the very bottom of that range. This is why total testosterone alone misses low testosterone in up to 30% of symptomatic men whose free testosterone is low despite normal total levels. Never settle for just normal if you have symptoms. Your goal should be optimal, not just not clinically deficient. This is the conversation you need to have with your healthcare provider, armed with the knowledge of a complete hormone panel and an understanding of what truly healthy levels look like for you. Testing done. Causes identified. Chapter 5 is the practical chapter, the exact protocol American men are using to naturally and measurably restore their testosterone levels. No injections. No prescriptions. This is what you came for. Your body wants to produce testosterone. It is designed to produce it. The protocol is not forcing anything, it is removing the blockers and providing the raw materials your system has been missing. When you do that consistently, your body responds. Not immediately. Over weeks. But measurably. Let's break down the 4 evidence-based pillars of natural testosterone restoration. Pillar 1, sleep. 7 to 9 hours is non-negotiable. Crucially, prioritize sleep before midnight, as testosterone release peaks in the first half of the night. If you suspect sleep apnea, get it fixed first. Untreated sleep apnea causes severe testosterone suppression. Pillar 2, training. Focus on compound resistance training 3 to 4 times per week. Think squats, deadlifts, bench press, and rows. These multi-joint movements specifically drive testosterone release. Incorporate sprint intervals, short bursts of high-intensity exercise, to further trigger hormone release. Importantly, avoid chronic cardio like marathon training, which can suppress testosterone in men over time. It's about smart, efficient training that signals strength and vitality to your body. Pillar 3, nutrition. Dietary fat is essential. Testosterone is made from cholesterol, so low-fat diets actively suppress its production. Key foods to include are eggs, red meat, oysters, liver, olive oil, avocado, Brazil nuts, and pomegranate. These provide crucial cholesterol, zinc, selenium, and monounsaturated fats. For targeted support, consider zinc 25 to 45 mg daily, vitamin D3 4000 to 6000 IU daily, magnesium 400 mg daily, and boron 6 to 10 mg daily. Just as important is what to eliminate: seed oils, alcohol, especially beer due to phytoestrogens, soy products, and all processed foods. Your diet forms the direct raw material supply for your hormone system. Pillar 4, stress and environment. Daily stress reduction is critical for cortisol management. Incorporate cold exposure like cold showers, breathwork techniques, and meditation into your routine. These practices directly impact your stress response and cortisol levels. Environmentally, eliminate plastic food containers, especially for heating food, and switch to glass and stainless steel alternatives to reduce exposure to endocrine disruptors. Review your personal care products and switch to those free of parabens and phthalates. Every small swap reduces your toxic burden. Men following a protocol of resistance training, optimized sleep, and zinc and vitamin D supplementation showed average testosterone increases of 24% within 12 weeks. Consistency across these 4 pillars yields measurable results. Protocol clear. Chapter 6 covers testosterone replacement therapy when it is warranted, what the risks actually are, and what your doctor will not always tell you up front. TRT is a tool. For some men, it is the right tool. For others, the natural protocol in Chapter 5 moves their numbers further than they expected. The decision belongs to you and a doctor who runs the full panel. Not a single total testosterone reading from a general practice visit. TRT is genuinely indicated when there's clinically confirmed low testosterone plus significant symptoms that have not responded to a diligent, sustained lifestyle intervention. It's not a first resort for most men, it's a powerful option for those who truly need it after exhausting natural avenues. TRT comes in various forms: injections, gels, pellets, or patches. Each has its own administration schedule and absorption profile. But it's crucial to understand the real risks. These include testicular atrophy and fertility suppression, which can often be mitigated with HCG. Hematocrit elevation, leading to thicker blood, requires monitoring. Cardiovascular considerations, though complex and often debated, necessitate careful oversight. PSA and prostate monitoring become mandatory. The benefits, when correctly indicated, are significant: improved energy, better body composition, restored libido, enhanced mood, increased bone density, and sharper cognitive function. However, TRT without concurrent lifestyle changes often produces disappointing, transient results. Lifestyle remains the foundation, even with hormonal intervention. Give the protocol 90 days. Not 30. Not 60. 90 days of consistency, sleep, training, nutrition, and stress management before you conclude that you need pharmaceutical intervention. The men who do this are consistently surprised by how much changes when the foundation is right. This is your 90-day practical framework. Month 1, Foundation. Fix your sleep to 7 to 9 hours. Start resistance training 3x per week. Add zinc and vitamin D supplements. Eliminate alcohol and seed oils from your diet. These initial steps tackle the biggest blockers and start to provide essential nutrients. This is where you establish the non-negotiables. Month 2, Optimization. Build on your foundation. Add sprint intervals to your training, 1 to 2 times per week. Introduce cold exposure 3x per week, whether cold showers or cold plunges, for stress reduction. Switch out your personal care products to eliminate parabens and phthalates, and replace plastic food containers with glass and stainless steel. These are the deeper environmental and lifestyle adjustments that further remove suppressors and optimize your body's natural function. Month 3, Assessment. Retest your full hormone panel. Compare it to your baseline. Evaluate whether the natural protocol is producing a sufficient response and resolving your symptoms. Track morning energy levels, workout performance, sleep quality, mood and motivation, and body composition. This is where you decide, with your doctor, whether TRT conversation is needed. You are not supposed to feel like a diminished version of yourself for the rest of your life. Testosterone decline is real. But it is not inevitable. Not at the rate you are experiencing it. Not with the causes we now know about. Not with the tools now available. Start tonight. Fix the sleep. Lift something heavy this week. Get the blood test. This is fixable. You just needed someone to tell you that directly.